Bagfuel, baby.
Like, let's shift to sports, which we never get to talk about right
Yeah,
now.
let's do it.
You know, we can talk about Deion Sanders leaving to go to Colorado for way more money. He was getting, what, $300,000 at the black school. Now he's going to Colorado, and they don't know if he's getting between $5 to $7 million a year.
Deion, for the most part, has made a lot of money in his lifetime. We don't know his expenses, but, you know, he's a world-class athlete, played 2 sports, baseball, only dude to ever be in a Super Bowl and a World Series.
He's a tastemaker and an influencer.
And facts. What he did for the HBCU is astronomical. Because before him, was people really caring about HBCUs the way that they were caring with him, how he brought in influencers, people to speak, how he got these teams to come in, get people drafted. I'm more so now like, damn, Deion, why leave the HBCU?
Right now.
Yeah, you know, like, I feel like his legacy was to really build that out to where, and I know what that means to you. You went to Morgan State, so there's a different pride. Graduated from Morgan State. Apologies on that. So how do you think this affects the HBCU from a visual standpoint, a money standpoint?
It hurts the HBCU all the way around. And I actually was hoping that he didn't take the Colorado job. And let's be on record, I don't know if there's a bigger Deion Sanders fan than me.
Me too.
Okay,
it's me and you.
I rock with Deion, and I'm not mad at Prime for taking the money. But as a black man, which y'all know I take pride in a lot, we needed him to stay at the HBCU at least 2 to 3 more years, so they could keep competing and still be in the news with these bigger programs.
The Blue Bloods.
To bring other black coaches of his stature and make it worthwhile to come to these schools. Now, on the flip side, he's already complained about the schools not putting, because they're making more money with Deion there. We know that.
Astronomical
He already
amount.
complained about them not putting the names on the kids on the back of the jersey. He complained about, you're making more money, what's up with the facilities? You know what I'm saying? He was complaining about these things. And I know, coming from a black school, black college, a lot of these things, they don't understand that sports can drive your school. Like these other white schools and these blue blood schools or whatever.
Blue Bloods, yeah.
They don't understand that sports is the biggest income for all of
especially
these,
college football.
For all of these great college football, college sports in general for colleges is their moneymaker. Just by making the tournament and being on TV, you'll get $3-4 million to lose in the first round. Look what Shaheen did for St. Peter's. He made them all types of money. That's the money game. You go deep into the tournament, people want you because not only are you a good coach, you're making money for the school, because every round you go to, every game you play, you get another huge, gigantic check. So if they're trying to compete, black colleges, and I'm not taking up for Deion, I feel like he could have stayed only, and this is selfish, only because we know he's rich already, right? But we don't know his financial state. We don't know how he spends money. We don't know if he lost money in Bitcoin. We don't know nothing about this man's life. He might have wanted and needed that $5 to $7 million.
Definitely.
He might look at the fact of, look at the highlight I put on y'all. Y'all could take it from here. You can't think that Deion Sanders was going to be there for 10 years and be a lifer there. You know, they wanted to take him from the school last year, and he stayed.
I look at how Coach K put Duke on the map. I look at how Jim Calhoun put UConn on the map, how Shaheen is working to put Seton Hall on the map. These are schools people didn't care about until these powerful, impactful figures came in. So when I'm looking at Deion be at the HBCU, I'm like, this should be his Duke, selfishly.
They don't have enough money. See, Coach K, even with Duke is a major university in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Even with Shaheen, Seton Hall has already won a freaking national championship already
in the late
and
80s.
they are part of the Big East, and they had great teams in the Big East. The Big East has their own channel. The Big East is worth money. So is Jim Calhoun with the Huskies. Yeah, you can go build them out because they're part of a conference that's worth money. The black colleges, we don't go to black games, black college football games.
Sometimes you got to push certain things extremely forward. Deion, with him winning the way he was winning, with him, he's still relevant to our culture at a high level, so he can get all these young stars who are on Instagram and TikTok to come. The eventuality, if he had the patience for it, would have been now these HBCU schools would have to face the Blue Bloods in those big holiday games.
But the HBCU has to invest in going to one. See, you haven't gone to one. They don't invest into sports. They don't get
So then
it.
I'm gonna keep it honest then. If they don't invest and you've spent a lot of years understanding the framework, is Deion wrong for leaving them?
No, and that's why I said selfishly, because they had one school that finally looked like that they was investing. But you know how people put one foot in and they don't know if it's gonna work, and then it's working too good, and then we're not prepared to keep this going. We might have to pay Deion $2 million.
They're being cheap?
I think so. And I'm going to tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Just by Deion being on TV, Deion was still getting the commercials with Nick Saban and everything. The exposure that they was getting top-notch football players to come play there. You have to treat this like a business. A church is a business. The pastor told me. All right. So this college, this school, you're paying tuition because this is a business. Everything doesn't just go to the teachers for their salary. The chancellor gets a big check. They're living good. They're not doing no extensive work and all the rest of this stuff. You're paying into a business. They have to turn around and treat their sports, athletics, whatever they want to call it. They have to treat it like a business, like these blue blood schools do. That's just what it is.
So then we need boosters as well.
You have boosters at Howard and stuff like that. Remember when they had the one recruit that went there, the tall kid during the COVID season? But you see what I'm saying? You got to have money to support these kids and support what's going on in these schools. He took a chance to go there. He was the first athlete to sign of that magnitude to a black college. You know what I'm saying? Which was AHU. Cool. We didn't hear about him.
He got buried.
That's why these kids are scared to go there. Why? Because when you're doing regular stuff in these other basketball programs, you could sign at Pitt.
And you up.
You could sign in North Texas. You what I'm saying?
Think about this. What school did Josh Allen go to?
Josh Allen. Wyoming.
No, North Dakota.
I thought he went to Wyoming.
I think it's North Dakota. It was some fuckboy school.
I know homeboy went to North Dakota. Carson Wentz, but I think Josh Allen went to Wyoming. If I'm not wrong, but whichever one of it is, these are schools that they have. Wyoming, the University of Wyoming has money. It's funded. You know what I'm saying? It is a white college. You're gonna put money into sports. That's what they do. That's how you generate. Entertainment is going to generate you more money than anything else. That's sports, that's music, that's movies. That's where the money comes from. And you take that and you fund everything.
Wyoming.
He went to Wyoming. I said that. He went to Wyoming. I know.
And you know what I'm saying? That's not if y'all ever been in Wyoming, the tallest building is 2 stories.
But the university has money. Why? Because it's in a sports program. Why? This is why these schools go to the conferences. That's why they go. That's why Syracuse left the Big East to go to the Atlantic Coast Conference.
ACC. So that's what I'm saying with this HBCU. You know, they should probably invest in, go against these competitions, and they won't lose out on people like Deion. You know what I'm saying? Because now he gonna cook in Colorado.
Pay him the money.